and welcome to the Coalition Application Walkthrough from Texas Tech University. Thanks for joining today. We'll get started talking a little bit about how to log in and or create an account for My Coalition, but a little bit of background information. The Coalition application is a set of free online college planning tools that help students start early and stress less on their path to college. With anytime, easy to use access, My Coalition empowers students to learn about, prepare for, and apply for college, beginning as early as 9th grade. We'll talk a little bit about setting up your account. So here you'll go to mycoalition.org, where you will enter your email address, your password, your first and last name, your date of birth, and agree to the terms of service and privacy. You'll want to utilize an email address that you frequently check and or that you will have access to post-high school graduation. Once you've created your account, you will receive an email to the address used to sign up for an account, and you will verify your email address through your email. Once you have access to the My Coalition application, you will see once you've logged in, you will see this section here. You will see the home button, My Story, Profile, Locker, Colleges, and so on and so forth. The locker is your private space digital space to collect and organize important materials such as documents, photos, videos, or records of your high school experience. Items you can store here are secure, cloud-based locker, can easily be submitted as part of your application to Coalition schools. So what that means is you can upload their letters of recommendation. You can upload PDF copies of your essay if you would like. You can enter information about organizations that you have been a part of if you have an additional resume, in addition to the information that you submit on your application. You can house all of your documents in your locker. As an applicant to Texas Tech University, you also have access to your Radar Connect account. Your Radar Connect account also has an upload center that you can add those documents to as well. The collaboration space is a virtual area in which you can connect with trusted adults like counselors, teachers, and family members and ask for their input on your college preparations. Here, you and your supporters can collaborate on things like college lists, essays, or applications. The application itself is the opportunity for you to begin an application as early as 9th grade and get a head start. You can apply to any of the 150 plus Coalition member schools, including Texas Tech University, easily and efficiently. Remember, Coalition schools are committed to making college affordable and helping you find success. You'll also see a section here called My Coalition Counselor. We know that a great part of college advising makes a difference. We work with college admissions officers to bring you the best advice for free. You can dive into articles, see information about frequently asked questions regarding the application, and connect with your Texas Tech University admissions counselor. More information is in the My Coalition Counselor section. So a little walkthrough, you'll have the My Story section, the Profile section, the locker here where you can upload files, record videos, or submit official documents. You can search for colleges, and here we will be starting a Texas Tech University application through My Coalition. And so here you'll see information about Texas Tech University, deadlines, how to start the application requirements, a cool YouTube video to tell you a little bit more about Texas Tech, more information about the self-reported academic record, our assured admission requirements and our application review process, our admissions requirements for transfer students, and much more. So be sure to access this page for more information about Texas Tech University and how to apply. So here, you can start your application and you can add Texas Tech University to your college list. We'll go ahead and start application. And we can start our application by choosing one of the following options, whether you are a first-year student, an international first-year student, a transfer student, or an international transfer student. We'll go through all of these processes here, answer all of the sections, including personal information, demographic information, citizenship information, high school information, fee waiver, honors and distinctions, activities and experience, additional information, your contact information, your family's information, your college information, and then your SAT and or ACT scores, or letting us know if you're applying to Texas Tech University as test optional. So here is kind of a live look at the progress of your application. You can see the sections that you've completed, and you can begin the application process here. So we'll start off by going to our profile. We'll complete our profile by answering the following questions: our legal first name, middle name, last name, email address, date of birth, the first name that you go by if it's different than your legal first name, your pronouns, your legal sex, your gender identity, your US Social Security number. Whether you have a Social Security number or not, you'll enter that information below. What is your current enrollment status? If you are applying for the fall 2022 semester, you will want to put high school and or secondary school if you are currently attending high school. If you are a transfer student, you will want to put 2-year and or 4-year college in this section. Please be aware that when you first are starting the application, you do have the option to choose first-year student and or transfer student. So you'll want to ensure that you're choosing the correct application from the start. If you have taken dual credit college coursework or college level courses, but you have not yet graduated from high school, you will be considered a first-year student, but you will have the opportunity to share your college coursework with us later in the application. You will want to answer the following question: when will you graduate from high school or receive your high school equivalency? What year do you plan to begin your college studies? Do you intend to apply for need-based financial aid? And have you been affected by any natural disasters or emergency situations like the COVID-19 pandemic? You can check any that apply to you, along with answering if you are part of a community-based organization. So throughout the coalition application, you will see a question mark listed here that shows additional info. So if you're not quite sure what the question's asking, or you want to find out a little bit more information, be sure to click those question marks to provide more details. So if you are part of a community-based organization, you can choose yes or no, and you can search for that organization there and then move forward with your contact info. You will receive some pop-ups throughout completing your application that answer questions for you. Nice work, you've unlocked the application questions section, and now we are in the Texas Tech University application. So please note, only schools on your college list are shown here. You can add more schools to your college list at any time. And you will proceed this way. So contact information. Contact information, you will want to put your phone number that you utilize. You will want to use the phone number that you answer. Here you are able to provide your contact information. You will want to enter your phone number, your phone type, your home address, along with your mailing address. A few points here, you will want to make sure that you are inputting a phone number that you have access to. We want to be able to speak with you, let you know the status of your application, connect you with your admissions counselor. So if that's a mobile device and or a home device that works best for you, you will choose that option there. Your home address is where you reside, and you have the option to choose your mailing address. If your mailing address is the same as your home address, then you can choose that option. If it is different, let's say you have a PO box, or you want to receive your admissions decision or any information from Texas Tech University to a different location than your home address or where you reside, you can enter that information here. You'll move forward with demographics. You can answer whether or not you are Hispanic or Latino. You can move forward with choosing options such as your Hispanic or Latino background. You can also choose options in regards to your ethnicity and or demographic background here. Here, you will also want to let us know your primary language spoken at home. So if you scroll through these options, you can choose your primary language spoken at home and share that information with us. You'll move through and you will answer, are you a US citizen or a US national? Are you a US or dual citizen? If you choose yes here, you will have the opportunity to search for the country in which you have citizenship in addition to the United States. You will also be able to put your birthplace, including country, state, and city as well. Your family information listed here, you can let us know who is in your household. So as an example, I was inputting information and I put that I live with my parents and or guardians. So myself, along with my two parents and or guardians, makes a total of a household size of 3. Same thing here, you can drop down to see additional details regarding a question. You will let us know whom you live with permanently. You will let us know your parents' marital status. You'll be able to include parent or guardian, legal first name, legal last name, relationship to you, email address. If your parent address is the same as your home address, their phone number, whether it's a home, work, or mobile device, their highest level of education, their occupation, their places of work, and their birth country. You can put additional parents and guardian information below. You will want to put your high school information by choosing the option to add a U.S. high school, a non-U.S. secondary high school, or if you were homeschooled. You will put the start date of your attendance and the date that your attendance will conclude. You will also be able to let us know how the classes are scheduled at your school. If your school does block scheduling, if you have attended more than one high school, you can add another high school here. You can also let us know the high school in which you will graduate from, their GPA type, the most recent year that you attended this school, their GPA scale, cumulative GPA, how your class rank is reported on your transcript. So here you'll have a few options: does not rank, quartiles, percentiles, GPA, weighted, unweighted, class size, so on and so forth. You can also include your high school counselor's information, first name, last name, and contact email. You can choose more than one contact if you would like them to be able to connect with you on your application. One thing to keep in mind is the application does ask questions regarding your high school, which high school you attend, what their GPA scale is, their GPA type. In order to complete the Texas Tech University application process, you must complete the self-reported academic record. So here on this section, you'll see all of our application requirements. Right now, we're going through the coalition application. There are numerous applications that Texas Tech University accepts for the application for admission. The self-reported academic record is required to let us know your GPA, class rank, and more detailed high school information, and is a required document for the application process. So just so that you're aware, this section here does not meet the self-reported academic record requirements, but you will want to give us general information regarding your high school in order to move forward through the application. You will also be able to add your 12th grade coursework. So you will move through, you will add your coursework that you will be taking your senior year. If for any reason a course changes or you decide to change a course, the through the registration process at your high school, and you have already submitted your application, that's okay, no worries. We will see your courses and their specific information on the self-reported academic record. When you're finished submitting all of your coursework, you will be able to check that box there. Here is an opportunity to tell us about a college in which you have attended. So if you have earned college credit or taken college courses, you will choose the yes or no option here. You will let us know if you're currently taking any courses in college. So if you are taking any dual credit coursework throughout your senior year and you are a new first-time applicant in high school, you can let us know here. You can respond to how many college credit hours you have earned to date and how many credits will you have earned after high school. Here you will also be able to let us know how your college and or university responded to the COVID-19 pandemic or any natural disasters. One of the common responses would be if your community college provided pass or fail or credit or no credit versus letter grades. There are other options here that you can let us know if this situation applies to you. Here you can search for a college. So here I went ahead and put South Plains College and that I will be attending South Plains College. I'm a new first-time applicant. So this response here as a date started and date ended. If I'm taking dual credit courses my senior year, I would put that I began those courses in August 2021 and those courses will conclude in May 2021. You can also add more attendance dates. So if you have attended more than one college and or university, if you're taking dual credit courses, this doesn't apply to you. You would put none here. But if you are going to complete your associate's degree through the community college in which you are attending, you can choose associate's degree here. If you are a non-degree seeking student or a transient student, you'll have that option to choose whether or not you've completed a bachelor's and or a master's degree, so on and so forth. The most common one will be none and associate's degree, depending on the amount of college coursework you have completed. Here you will let us know if you have taken the SAT and or ACT. If you have taken the SAT and or ACT, you will be able to provide that information here. If you have, it will ask you how many times you've taken the test, along with if you would like to report your test scores, along with the test date in which you've taken the test, and if you are planning to take the SAT or ACT in the future. Something to keep in mind is Texas Tech University is test optional. So if you do not have any test scores that you wish to report or you haven't taken the ACT and or SAT, that is okay. This is just providing us some information, letting us know if you have taken the SAT or ACT, if you will be taking it in the future, or if you have already taken it. Next, we'll move on to the fee waiver section. You will check any of the following that apply to you. So that you are aware, Texas Tech University unfortunately does not accept the NACAC fee waiver, ACT or SAT. SAT fee waiver. Texas Tech University does require that you turn in a 1040 copy of your parent or guardian's tax form or the FAFSA application. We will need you to submit the required documentation in order to be eligible for a fee waiver. So just be aware that this section of the application is letting us know that you are going to be applying for a fee waiver, but doesn't necessarily automatically provide you with the fee waiver option. Here you'll be able to put your honors and distinctions. So you'll put the title of the honors and distinction, the level in which you received the honor and distinction, and the grade in which you received that honor and distinction. This is an opportunity for you to really shine and tell us a little bit more about yourself and the activities that you received. I'm sorry, the distinctions or honors that you received throughout um, your high school experience. In this section, you'll have 5 opportunities to list here. Um, Please keep in mind, if you have more than 5 distinctions or honors, you can always submit an additional resume. But it is important that you fill out this section of the application as detailed as possible so that we are able to review this information. Here you'll be able to talk about your activities and or experience. So in this section, you'll see the category, club and or organization, sports, family opportunity, or family responsibilities, volunteer work, or other. You'll choose one of those options there, and you will describe the experience and or name. So as an example, I chose club and organization, and I put the Texas Tech Mascot Club, and then I provided a little bit more details about the experience. Here you can choose more than one option. So if you are wanting to let us know that you were part of this club and organization in 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you can check all of those. If you only were part of this organization in the 10th grade, you can do that as well. You can also let us know if you plan to currently participate in this experience. So if you are starting your senior year and you are going to continue to be part of that club or organization, you will choose yes or no, how many weeks you participate in this activity, the hours per week on the high end, and the hours per week on the low end. This section is a really great section to utilize those question drop downs. We know this might not be exact year over year, so please estimate an average. Estimate the number of hours you spend on this activity during its busiest time, and estimate the number of hours you spend on this activity during its least busy time. You'll list any individual distinctions you've earned in this activity or experience. And then you will also let us know if you are in a leadership role. So as an example, if you were voted to be secretary or president or vice president of an organization, you can list that information here. You can also let us know if you were in a leadership role and the title of that leadership role as well. The next section is the opportunity for you to tell us any additional information that you would like to share as part of your application. Please keep in mind, this is not the final opportunity for you to share essays or letters of recommendation or additional information as far as supplemental documents. But this is just a chance for you to let us know thus far in the application if there's any additional information that you would like to share. We'll move forward to 9th through 11th grade coursework. So here you'll click the appropriate grade level button below each high school to add the classes you took in 9th through 11th grade. If you took classes before high school that count towards your high school graduation requirements, please enter them as a 9th grade class. If you took college courses or earned college credit while in high school, including dual credit college courses, and those 9th, 11th, or 12th grade courses in the appropriate grade level. Classes taken in middle school to earn high school credit required to graduate should be listed with your 9th grade coursework. You can add or update classes at any time before submitting your application. So here, we can do add a 9th grade class. We can do the type of class that it is. We can do the subject area. You can also let us know if you've received college credit for this class. And so we did enter our college credit institution that is supplying the college credit. Therefore, that can be notated here. The grading scale, how is this class scheduled? During which semester did you take this class? How is the grade for this class reported on your transcript? This class occurs during the regular school year, summer, so on and so forth, and then what grade you took this class. Some schools offer the opportunity for students to take foreign language and or algebra 7th or 8th grade. So just be aware that if you did take a class in 6th, 7th or 8th grade, you'll want to choose that option there. You can also click Save and add another class if you would not like to go back to the main screen and continue adding courses. A quick reminder that this information here is providing us with details about your 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade coursework. It also allows us in the next section to provide us with information about your 12th grade coursework. This does not meet the requirements of the self-reported academic record. So you will need to complete the self-reported academic record as an application requirement, in addition to listing your 9th through 11th grade coursework and your 12th grade coursework. Here you'll have the option when you're finished. I'm receiving a notification that I've entered fewer than 5 classes, but once you've submitted all the classes that you have taken through 9th through 11th grade, you'll have far more than 5 classes taken, and you'll be able to move forward to the next section. You can do in progress coursework. The way that you do that is by letting us know if you are currently attending any colleges. You can either list the colleges you're attending in the college information section or move on to the next section. If you've received a final grade for a course entered in completed college coursework instead. Here is where you will be able to enter college credit or take a look at any completed coursework that you have taken at the college level. AP exams can be used as supplemental items to your application, so you can let us know any AP exams that you have taken and or the scores that you would like to report. So if you have taken any AP courses and or AP exams, you can choose how many exams you would like to report here, the AP exam title or type, the highest score, the date taken, the second AP exam, so on and so forth. So here you'll be able to choose 1, 2, 3, up to 8, in which you can supply this information for. If you would like your AP exam information to be reviewed as far as receiving college course credit, you will want to send your AP exam scores directly from College Board to Texas Tech University. The next question is, do you have any IB exams you wish to report? You can choose yes or no. Same thing, very similar to AP. You will go through this process. If AP and or IB don't apply to you, then or A-level exams, you will put no in these sections. Note that this question refers to completed A-level exams, results only, and not AS level exams and or results. You can move forward to the English test section. Have you taken Duolingo, TOEFL, IELTS, or any English proficiency exams? Are you planning on taking any Duolingo, TOEFL, IELTS, or other exams that test English proficiency in the future? If these apply to you, you'll put the detailed information. If they do not, you'll answer no. Here you will put the subjects in which you enjoy and or the academic interests, many to choose from. This section here is the coalition essay topics. So you can select a prompt in which you will use for the coalition essay and enter your coalition essay below. You will want to choose the essay topic in which you are responding to, along with your essay here, and you can let us know when you are finished entering your coalition essay. Once you have saved your profile, you can go to the term section and choose the term in which you would like to apply, fall 2022. You can request new high school counselor recommendations. You can request new academic information, and you can request new general recommendations. You can search for an existing contact. There was a section where you were able to add your high school counselor or any other individuals that you would like to be part of your application. And so this is a great opportunity to add any documents that you would like to have as part of your application. Please be aware that if you were to upload a high school transcript or a document that Texas Tech University needs in order to complete the application process, first and foremost, your transcript would need to be inputted into the self-reported academic record. So once you've completed your application and submitted it, you will want to follow up with us or connect with us to in turn determine if you have completed all of the necessary application requirements, or check your Radar Connect account to determine that information. So here we are starting the specific questions and or application questions that are strictly for Texas Tech University. So you'll see some information here. Our admissions webpage that gives you more details about the application process, very similar to the Coalition application page information. And you'll answer the following questions. Do you intend to pursue need-based financial aid? Do you intend to pursue merit-based scholarships? At any time in your life were you placed in foster care or adopted from foster care in Texas? I acknowledge the above statement and understand that Texas Tech University will determine if I qualify for a fee waiver. I also understand that although the Coalition app says that I may owe $0, if I do not qualify for a fee waiver, I will owe the full application fee. So that's referring to the section in which we chose if we think we may be eligible for a fee waiver. And this is just informing you that you will need to turn in the qualifying documentation in order to be eligible for a fee waiver. This question, are you interested in applying to the Honors College? Selecting yes will allow the Texas Tech University Admissions Office to share your transcripts with the Honors College. Please note that if you are interested in applying to the Honors College, you must submit a separate application to the Honors College, and the Honors College application requirements can be found here. You will answer the question yes or no. By Texas Tech University policy, freshmen are required to live on campus for the first 30 semester credit hours. So this policy here is just letting us know that you have read this information. Texas Tech University now offers students the option to apply without consideration of SAT and or ACT scores. Please share with us your plans regarding the submission or consideration of SAT or ACT as part of your admissions application. Select I wish to apply test optional if you do not plan to provide SAT or ACT as a score. These will not be considered as part of your application. Select I want my SAT or ACT scores to be considered if you plan to send these scores for consideration as part of your admissions application. For information about test optional admission scholarships, please visit our website, www.admissions.ttu.edu/test optional. Here, you will then let us know if you wish to apply test optional for admissions or you want your SAT and or ACT scores considered for admissions. Next, you will answer the questions residency at previous institution. During the 12 months prior to the term for which you are applying, did you attend a public college? Here, you can enter information about a college in which you may have attended. Here you will answer these residency questions. These allow us to determine if you qualify for in-state and or out-of-state tuition, as well as if you are a domestic application or international application applicant. So if you do have any questions about this section, we definitely encourage you to connect with your admissions counselor and our residency advisors on campus. Here you will also have a general comment section where you can answer if there is any additional information that you believe we should know in evaluating your eligibility to be classified as a resident. If so, please provide the information below, and you are restricted to 150 word maximum. If you live in Texas, please choose the county in which you reside. You can also choose the following options, whether you are an applicant and a citizen of the country in which you are born. If you are born outside of the United States and claim U.S. citizenship, please indicate the basis of your citizenship below. If you are born in the United States, you may skip or mark not applicable. Here you will choose the campus in which you would like to take classes. Texas Tech University system has many locations in which you can pursue your four-year bachelor's degree or a health sciences program, so on and so forth. So please be aware of what campus location you would like to apply for when choosing this option. If you are looking to attend Texas Tech University on the Lubbock main campus, you will choose the first option here. You will then have the opportunity to choose the major in which you're applying for here. If you plan to pursue a pre-professional program, you will specify any below. So there is pre-law, medicine, nursing, veterinary, physical therapy, pharmacy, and other. You will have a notice of potential ineligibility for license. Your eligibility for an occupational license could be impacted by criminal history. For information on published guidelines for licensure in certain fields, consult Texas Occupations Code Chapter 53, Section 53.025. Also note, under this section of the occupation, under Section 53.102 of the Occupation Code, you have the right to request a criminal history evaluation letter from the applicable licensing agency. You'll let us know if you are seeking teaching certification. Are you enrolled in an early college high school program? If your answer is yes, a copy of your college transcript showing credit earned will be required to complete your application file. If you have college hours in which to have them considered for your admissions decision, you must provide Texas Tech with an official college transcript. Non-US citizens completing the following: do you hold permanent resident status, valid I-551 for the US? If yes, please submit a copy of both sides of your card. If you are not a US citizen or a permanent resident, do you have an application for a permanent residence form I-485 pending with US Citizenship and Immigration Services? Did you live or will you have lived in Texas for 36 consecutive months? And this has a drop-down box as well with more detailed information. Here is the beginning of our scholarship application. So it's very important that you answer all of the following questions in order to move on with the Texas Tech University application process. Here, you'll be made aware that there is no additional scholarship application required. The following questions are for scholarship purposes only and are not required for admission. Did you attend Cavazos Junior High in Lubbock, Texas? Did you attend Cavazos Elementary in Odessa, Texas? Was your parent an employee of Southland Royalty or Burlington Resources? Here is where you can respond to the scholarship application short answer questions. We encourage you to take your time, as these are the questions within your scholarship application that are vital and important to the scholarship application review process. Please state educational and career goals and the reason for choosing your major. Describe any financial need circumstances you would like for the scholarship committees to consider. Why have you chosen to apply to Texas Tech University? Here at the bottom, you'll have the opportunity to let us know if you would like to apply test optional for scholarships or you want your test scores to be considered for scholarships. Here you will see more detailed information about test optional policies and the presidential merit-based scholarships that you would be considered for if you choose to have your test scores considered for scholarships. What is your expected graduation date from Texas Tech University? Describe any special contributions you make to Texas Tech University, you would make to Texas Tech University in your academic program. Here you will see in the profile section of the coalition application, there was numerous essay topics to choose from. If you have written essay topic A or B for the Apply Texas application at your high school or throughout the summer between your junior and senior year, or you would like to provide a response to any of these essay topics, you are welcome to do so here. Please be aware that these are essay topics A and B from Apply Texas. Here you will see academic notifications. Texas Tech University is a selective university and does not guarantee admission of all applicants. I understand that all applications to Texas Tech University require a non-refundable application fee. The application fee may be paid by credit card or approved application fee waiver. Admissions applications will not be processed until the application fee or approved waiver is received. Admissions decisions are made after all academic credentials are received and evaluated. This is letting us know that you understand this policy. This policy here is information collected about you through this application may be held by any institution of higher education in which you apply. With few exceptions, you are entitled on request to be informed about the collected information. It goes on to say that the Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board or its authorized representatives have permission to contact you regarding your application and or related educational outreach purposes, including, for example, to make you aware of financial aid opportunities. Using any of the contact information for communication methods, whether that be email, mail, phone, cellular, text message, or automated telephone dialing equipment. Your information will not be sold for commercial purposes. So you'll let us know that you understand the policy. I certify that I have read and understand new requirements and important information about bacterial meningitis vaccinations. If my application is accepted, I agree to abide by the policies, rules, and regulations at any college in which I'm admitted. I authorize Texas Tech University to verify the information I have provided. I certify that the information I have provided is complete and correct, and I understand that the submission of false information is grounds for rejection of my application, withdrawal of any offer of acceptance, cancellation of enrollment, and appropriate disciplinary action. I agree to notify the proper officials of the institution of any changes in the information provided. And here you will respond to these policies once you have acknowledged and read these policies. You have additional acknowledgements. Have you ever been found guilty in a court of law or received a disciplinary violation at your previous high school, college, or university, including any act of violence, physical force, or the threat of physical force, a sexual offense, possession of a weapon, kidnapping, arson, or any offense which caused physical harm to another person? And are there any criminal charges currently pending against you? So now you have completed your profile. You have completed the Texas Tech University specific application. You have also completed official documents, application questions, uploads, and so on and so forth. So you can now move forward to the submission of your application. Once your application is submitted, you will no longer be able to access your coalition application in the mycoalition.org or the section above of your profile. It will be sent to Texas Tech University to undergo application review. And then you will also want to ensure that you submit all of the required items and or supplemental items that you would like reviewed along with your application to Texas Tech University via the locker, the profile upload, your Reader Connect account, or by connecting with your admissions counselor. Thank you so much for tuning in to the My Coalition application. I hope this gave you some insight and a better understanding of what the coalition application looks like and the questions that will be asked of you. We hope you enjoy your senior year, and Recom Tech.